I'm gonna show you how to get the Henry Cavill beard stash look. So the first thing I'm always gonna start with is outlining my mustache. I think that too many guys bring it too far in and it really throws off the mustache. Let your mustache come out, and where it breaks, that's where you start to cut it. So we're gonna outline this really quick and then get into the rest of it. Got the Beard Hedger Pro set to 2, and then we go in and we go down. And as for where to end your line, I always look at my lip. When my lips are closed, I'm gonna go for the bottom of my bottom lip. Another mistake a lot of guys make, and I've made it before and I try not to do it anymore, is they rush the process. Take your time with this. I mean, it might take 5 to 10 minutes, but realistically, if you go too quick and you make a mistake, then you gotta wait for your beard to come back out and you gotta start all over. So really take your time with this one. All right, so now that we have the initial shape, this is where you can kind of decide what you want to do with it. A lot of guys, they'll keep this little area right here, which is what I like to do. Some other guys like to keep it a little bit longer on their chin to have kind of like that Huck Finn kind of Zorro vibe. But it's really up to you at this point. But I'm going to keep it like this, and then we're just going to take the rest off with the Handyman. The Handyman has 2 sides, so you have your foil shaver attachment and you have a little bit of a longer guard. I always use the longer guard on this one just because I want to keep that stubble, and then I'll use the actual foil shaver to get my cheeks and my neck. And then I always shave down with it. All right, now that we've taken down the initial hair with it, we're gonna go and we're gonna clean up the neck. As I like to keep a nice strong line 1 finger above my Adam's apple. So if you throw your finger on your Adam's apple, right where that's at, that's where you want your line to be. All right, now moving on to the cheeks, what I like to do is go with the center of my ear and then draw a straight line down to the corner of my mouth, and that's gonna be my line. We're almost done. So now you get to decide how long you want your mustache. I like to keep a little bit of a longer mustache, but once it gets to a certain length, it gets a little burly on me. So I'm gonna actually set this to about a 5 or a 6, and we're just gonna go down and take a little hair off, see how it looks, and we can always go from there. All right, so that was a 6, and it took a good amount of hair off. It made everything pretty consistent. I do want it a little bit shorter though, so we're gonna go into like a 5.5 on this guy and see how it looks. Now take your brush and make sure you clean up all the extra hair. Last thing we want to do is make sure we don't have any flyaways hanging over our lips. So we're going to go in with the Beard Hedger Pro, take off the initial guard, and just use the blade. Make sure that we're lined up, perfectly symmetrical. But that's all it takes for that iconic Henry Cavill beard stash look. If you want to use the tools that I use, I'm going to link them right here, or I'll link them in my showcase as well. If you also want an extra discount on these, head over to manscaped.com, use my code SS20OFF. You're going to get 20% off and to get free shipping. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and if you've tried this for yourself.